How do, chaps? This is the back end of the tornado, so we're going to turn this here into that there, and this is how we do it. So we've got these makeup pens here, and just a normal black W.H. Smith pencil and a cotton bud, or a Q-tip as the Yanks call it. So right, one of these, as you can see, I've chiselled them about so that they can be used for different, fine, super fine and scruffy looking. So without further ado, we'll try with this one first. So they're all the same colour, they're just different width pens. And then basically what we do is, where you've got the panel lines there, or whatever these are like little lines in the metal work, then you just draw on them like so. So I'm going to do like a few at a time. So what do you think? And then I won't hold that in there. And then just brush backwards like that, and you get the first effects of them going. I've already done them. Oh shit! I've already done them 2 holes there, but there you go. Get rid of that. Those 2 holes there, I've already done a little bit of marking on with them. So yeah, we just draw them like that, and then that gives us the immediate, the look like that. And come around here, and same thing again. Now, where you got some of them streaks, you can make them a bit darker by using the W.H. Smith's pencil. W.H. Smith, and all you do is you just draw it on like that. But what you got to remember is when you draw it on, draw it on more heavy at the bottom here, and what you're trying to do is this is how I do it. So you draw and lift. So you draw and lift, so it gives you the feathered look. It doesn't always go to plan, but good thing about this stuff is, again, with a bit of Isopro, you can get rid of it. So obviously, I don't want to do too much, but go down a shot here. And that's where the reverse buckets, they sit down on top of there. And that's literally, that's how you do it. You can get your moist thumb and smudge it, and then it kind of looks like that. But you can also rub it off with your thumb as well. So you want to get it to like a happy medium where, yeah, you're happy with it. Yeah, and then you can just draw in it. A little line there. From what I can remember of them, like I say, I never worked on these things, but I've been up close to enough of them. And you always get the dirt and grime around there. I mean, that's the bottom, so I mean, I'm having the reverse thrusters closed, so this blue's not really going to be seen much. So yeah, and then the other thing which I did as well is, I don't know, you can see it better now, trying to find a bloody pointer. Good God. So everything in this room, anyway, I use these, is here, is they have an arc in where the paint is here and it stops, and then this is like the metal stops. It's where the buckets come up, and this is for them to scratch against. So you know, so there again is another little thing which they didn't put on the plans. They just had you paint this all grey, but there's a mark where the reverse buckets there, they open and they shut, and then they close back, and that's for them to move around on. So you can see the arc there. So yeah, it's not very detailed, that bit. And yeah, in the 48 kits you've got like lots of riveting and stuff on it. There's the burners in there. They've got a hint of green on them. This one seems to be a little bit more greenier than that one. So there's the other side. See it again. Now I cut the engines off. Now the reason for this being is because how they get you to put this kit together is glue it all together and then shove these in last. But then you've got the problem at the other end where the turbine blades are on the back of the intakes. Is trying to get these engines to sit straight, and it was becoming a bloody nightmare. And because I'm not having the engines coming in and out, because this is, you know, it's not a toy, I thought, right, it's easier to just cut them off. So I cut the fans off, put the fan blades in the front, and and done away with the middle of the engine. It makes it a lot easier. The other thing I've noticed as well is you get a notch there, and then you get 2 notches on the insides there. The 2 on the insides I cut off because the engine just wouldn't go in, and not only that, they were playing havoc, which meant that where the elevons are here, the engines just weren't sitting down, and the elevons were stuck in a kind of like a full-on roll mode. So I cut those 2 lugs off, and then the engines just slot straight in, and the elevons can move. Again, why they need to move, I don't know, but it was a bit like the rudder. I left everything kind of posable on there, you know, just for the reason being that you know, I weren't quite cemented on how I was going to have it situated. So yeah, but anyway, that's a little tip on how to, you know, do your streaking there. I've got another kit, an F-18, which is I've converted to a Canadian Air Force one, and I did some of that streaking and whatever. I was looking at pictures of them on the internet, and I actually had somebody from the Canadian Air Force that flies them saying it was a clean jet, and yeah, I'd dirtied it up, but I think I've showed you it in a video, but I'll leave that for another day. This is just a tornado at the moment, so yeah, we'll concentrate on that. So that's your pens. Yeah, 2 of them are exactly the same. They're just for putting, I don't know, black on your eyelids, I think. I don't know what women do with them, but these were just 3 of the old ones that my missus has and was chucking away. I said, oh, they might come in handy. They are a bit translucent sometimes, so sometimes you have to run them out on a bit of paper until you start seeing the black actually come through. But yeah, no, they're you know, they're all right, they're pretty good. And then, like I say, good old W.H. Smith's, just an ordinary crayon pencil, colouring pencil rather. And yeah, you can draw panel lines in with this thing and everything, you know, just sharpen it right up and you're good to go. So yeah, so there we are. And then a cotton bud just to, you know, just to streak it backwards. And yeah, and away you go, sort of thing. As a matter of fact, that side looks better than that side. It's always the way. Do it off camera. Do it on camera. Never mind. Anyway. So that's it. So yeah, the old girls. Oh, I can't turn the camera up, I don't think. Can I? Can I? I'll turn it up. Anyway, there's the old girl there. But the decals I've bunged on it, the 31 Squadron, because I was having trouble getting hold of a set of 12 Squadron decals, which I've now got hold of, thanks to a kind man from off of one of their Facebook groups. I'm now going to change it and do it as originally what I was going to do, which was a 12 Squadron Line Bird, because the 31 Squadron markings, the nose markings are, I don't know, I suppose they could be passable, but they're a bit bright. But the gold star on the tail is, yeah, I'll try to show you. There you go. So where you see the star on the tail, it's too bright. It's far too bright. It just doesn't look right. And then this bit down here, again, they look very bright. They look almost luminous, like a luminous green. But then the star is horrendous. So yeah, so it's all gonna come off or be painted over, and 12 Squadron it's going to be. Quite a nice unit, 12 Squadron, because I remember when I was at Norfolk, up in Norfolk, we were doing a recce across the farmlands outside of base on a tack valve, and 2 12 Squadron Buccaneers just come herring across this field from round the corner. We were walking by the river, and they just come belting around the corner. Unbelievable sight. But anyway, there we go. So there you go. Quick tip for today is how to do streaking and that's jet cans and what I've done there. So more to come. Until further ado, take care, lads and lassies, and we'll see you next time. Bye.